Hello duelists, Rush Duels here, and today we're going to be opening the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Go Rush Start decks, Yuhi's Jointech Attack, and Yudias Galactica Arrive. We're going to start with Yudias. So these are very simple tiny boxes with just the decks inside. Here we go, and we can already see the boss monster, Galactica Oblivion. I already got a copy of it from my box opening of Galaxy of Fate, but as you guys can see, the new Galaxy type Yudias' deck is based around supporting powerful normal type monsters. Okay, here we have a level 7 effect monster, Universe Dea. By discarding one card from your hand, you can reduce one opponent monster's attack by 800 until the end of the turn. And if you discarded a Galaxy normal monster, you also get to recover 800 life. Pretty good. Here we have another level 7 normal, Cosmo Titan. I really like the designs of all of these new Galaxy type monsters because although we've had many Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes in the past, especially in the OCG, that are like space themed, I mean of course we have like aliens, and even the Drytron and Bear Arctic that are basically space dragons and bears based on the constellations. We've never really had a theme of monsters that's like just based around the idea of space itself and various concepts about it. So this is pretty cool. Here we have Galactica Amnesia. By sending one card from your hand to the bottom of the deck, you can special summon 2 level 6 or lower normal Galaxy monsters from your graveyard, but during this turn, you can only attack with Galaxy monsters. I mean, that's not even a restriction, right? And here we have Cycline. By returning 4 Galaxy monsters from your grave to the deck, you may draw 1 card. Not bad. And here we have Heaven Gyanzel, a pretty sick looking dragon with like a black hole in its core. Kind of reminds me of Dialga a bit, but as a level 6 with 2100 attack, it's a pretty good target for Galactica Amnesia's return. And here we have Silver Safe Farts. With 2000 attack, it's weaker than Gyanzel, but still a pretty good target to bring back with Amnesia. 2 copies of him, and here we go. Meteor Rhino with 1700 attack. This guys is just peak design, man. I love it so much. Literally a rhino made out of a meteor. 2 copies. And now we are going to the low-level monsters. First, we have Strange Traveler. If you have a normal Galaxy monster on the field, you can send the top card of your deck to the grave to reduce one opposing monster's attack by 500 until the end of the turn. And here we go. Transam Rhynek, used by Yudias in the very first episode. I'm not sure if we can call this one of his ace monsters, but I mean it's very much one of his flagship monsters, I suppose. And with 1600 attack and 0 defense, it breaks the boundaries of Rush Duels' typical level-based stat thresholds. That is the advantage of using Galaxy types. Only 1 copy of him. Next we have Bright Sentinel with a more basic stats, 1500 attack. Wow, there are many strong level 4 normal monsters in this deck. Here we have Shadow Sentinel, very cool. I guess they're kind of like the Sorcerer equivalents. I mean, they're like the Galaxy equivalents of the Sorcerer archetype that Yuga uses, that comes in many different elements. Here we have Vortex Shooter. We saw this in the first episode as well. 2 copies of him. And then Giants Bargy, yep, a lot of normal type monsters to support the deck. Orbit Skater, another normal monster, but this one specializing a bit more in defense. 3 copies of that. Sora Puyo, if you have 10 or more monsters in your grave, you can draw 1 card and then send 1 card from your hand to the grave. Pretty nice. Next, Transam Kraine. Oh, another member of the Transam series. I'm not too sure what Transam is supposed to mean because I realize even Gundam 00 has like a similar sounding mechanic, so it might be based on something. If this is the only monster you control, you can return a light attribute normal Galaxy monster from your grave to your hand, but during this turn you can only attack with Galaxy monsters. That is some pretty nice unbricking mechanism. And there we go, the adorable Interstellime, or short for Interstellar Slime. I believe 3 copies are in order. Very nice. Next, Astro Eber. All around just not very good stats on this guy. Just a level 1 monster. 3 copies. A reprint of Kamikaze Blade, but I just realized this goes super well with the Galaxy deck because it allows you to destroy 2 of your normal monsters to basically destroy 1 opposing level 8 or lower monster. So you can just sacrifice any of your 2 weaker normal Galaxy types to get rid of the enemy boss. Piercing, of course. And here we go, Galactica Force. By returning 3 Galaxy monsters from your grave to the deck, all of your face-up normal Galaxy monsters gain 300 attack times the total number of face-up normal monsters on the field until the end of the turn, which can be pretty intense. I mean, even with 3 low-level normal galaxy monsters on your field, that guarantees a 900 boost to every single monster you have. And for each normal monster your opponent happens to have on their field, this power increases as well. That is very sick. I think it's very good to run 3 copies of this in the Galaxy deck. Attack cancel, Rights Magic, another reprint. This seems to be a new one, Universe Storm. Oh, we've seen this card for many Rush Duel archetypes already. It's basically a MST while you control a Galaxy-type monster face-up. Next, we have a pretty intense-looking trap, Vacuer Annihilation. If you control a face-up level 7 or higher normal Galaxy monster, you can activate this card when your opponent declares an attack. Destroy opposing attack position monsters up to the number of normal Galaxy monsters on your field. That is insane. Although it's conditional, it's basically like a mirror force. That is gonna be a pretty interesting card to play. Next we have Spiral Geyser. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before, probably a reprint. Next, Transam Arrive. If your face-up Galaxy monster is destroyed by your opponents in battle or by a card effect while you have no other monsters on the field, you can activate this card to special summon from your hand or graveyard a normal Galaxy monster with at least 1600 attack to your field in attack position. Dude, at least 1600 attack with no level restrictions? That means this card can just bring out Galactica Oblivion like it's nothing. That is sick. Okay, the archetype support for Galaxy type so far seems pretty good. Next, a reprint trap, I believe. Nebula Power. You can activate this card when your opponent summons a monster. Choose one normal Galaxy monster on your field, and until the end of the turn, it gains 500 attack for every monster your opponent controls. Pretty sick. And in general, the cards in this deck kind of give me the sense that the Rush Duel game has really evolved, shifting over into Go Rush. And there we go. This time, each Go Rush start deck comes with a random legend, and it seems that the first one we've gotten is Alien Soldier. Very fitting for the Galaxy deck, even though he is just a reptile type. A level 4 with 1900 attack, unimaginable by Rush Duel standards. Let's see what's next. Oh, wait a minute. Windcaster Tourney. What else is at the back over here? Well, it seems we also have Amazing Dealer, Ancient Rules, and also this Ramen Trap Hole, I believe. So I guess these 4 are just meant to be generic support that can be added to the deck. Okay, next let's open Yuhi's Jointech Attack. Removing the deck from the case, and here we go. His boss monster, Jointech Rex. It has a pretty decent attack stat at 2500, but I guess that makes sense considering he is, I guess, one of the protagonists, with you in his name after all. During the turn this card is summoned, you can return 3 monsters from your grave to the deck to destroy one of your opponent's spell traps. So, I guess can be pretty handy, but not too impressive. I would have liked it better if he can use this effect every turn, but I guess having a free MST every single turn might be a bit too OP by Rush Duel standards. Okay. And there we go, Mirror Innovator is in this deck as well. Really curious about what's the exact link between Yuhi and Yuamu with Yuga, man. Hopefully they'll divulge more about this as we progress further into the Go Rush series. Next we have Drilling Mandrill, so a lot of reprints of old Earth attribute machines. Bascule was used by Yuga as well. And of course here we have the Strongest Flag machine, Tough Striker, another reprint. Gadget Soldier, I can't remember if this is new per se, I feel like we got him already. 2 copies, and here we have, well, one thing I really like about this start deck is that it comes with many reprints of the Strongest Flag series, which is my favorite Rush Duel deck currently. So here we have Cannon Rhino, and here we have Cocoil Elephant, a level 5 with 1700 attack. 2 copies, and of course the Strongest Flag Aban Wolf. Just love this archetype's design so much, and hope we really get more of that in the future. Here we have one of the Jointech series, Jointech Ace, and I'm really hoping to see Yuhi's deck develop into like a Jointech based deck further on as well. After all, his boss is based around it. Aqua Sorcerer for that high attack, Fire Sorcerer, Light Sorcerer, and Surge Bolt Lizard. 1 and 2 copies. Well, a lot of... Well, I guess to put it on par with the Galaxy deck, there are a lot of high attack power level 4 monsters in Yuhi's deck as well. Machine Soldier of the Demon World, Shin Shai New. Yes, this is old as well. Bull Breaker as well. And Lightning Braver. This one is new. By returning 3 monsters from your grave to the deck, you can flip one opponent face down defense monster face up. And after that, you can reduce the defense of all of your opponent's face up monsters by 800 until the end of the turn. Pretty nice way to break through your opponent's defenses, especially with piercing. Assaults Armat. This one I'm not sure, but I feel like we got it already. 2 copies. No, make that 3. Crafter Drone, another reprint. And here we have more new normal monsters. Cliptera. Kind of like how he kind of blends together with the Jointech archetype a bit. 2 copies of that. And here we have the strongest flag, Beast Aim Eagle. 1 Tamabot, one of the weaker level 1 monsters in Yuhi's deck, which he used in the very first episode. 3 copies of that. And here we go, Spell Trap starting with Piercing, Heavy Artillery of Iron, Defense Cancel, Stamina Enhancing Drug Strong Z, Advanced Lock. This is pretty nice. When your opponent summons a level 5 or higher monster while you have lower life than your opponent, you can activate this card to turn that monster to defense position. Pretty sick. This one is the Beast Gear World. Jointech Bumper. When your opponent declares a direct effect, you can activate this card by returning 3 normal machine type monsters from your grave to the deck. Choose and destroy up to 3 attack position monsters on the opponent's field. Very nice. So this is kind of like the machine variant of the conditional mirror wall trap that we got in Yudias' deck as well. Pretty nice. And here we have the Mysterious Handcuffs. This is a reprint as well. Battle Prevention. When your opponent declares an attack aiming for your face-up machine monster, you can pay 600 life to activate this card. To choose 1 attack position monster on your opponent's field and change it to defense position. I see, that's pretty nifty. And it looks like we've just got our legend for this deck. A bit unfortunate that we didn't manage to get the reprint of Trap Hole, but it's cool to get this guy as well. The Jet Black Warrior Werewolf. At level 4, it has a decent 1600 attack, and it has this continuous effect. During either player's battle phase, your opponent is not allowed to activate traps. So once you put this guy on the board, man, you have that final attack guaranteed to go through. And behind, it seems we have the same, almost the same 4 cards at the back of the other Galactica start deck as well. Just that instead of Amazing Dealer, we got Siesta, Trelo. Okay, so these are the 2 Go Rush decks that will kickstart our journey into this new era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. And look forward to a trial match between these 2 decks coming soon. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Let me know what you guys think about these 2 new decks in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel booster box and product openings. With that, I hope to see you guys in the next Rush Duel video.